Hi everyone, and welcome to this kind of like 5 days of Vlogmas I'm kind of doing. As you would have known if you've been watching my channel this year, or the later half of this year, I should specify, I've been doing weekly vlogging. I've been enjoying it. Some vlogs are obviously longer than others. I'm looking at my hair right now and I'm realising I need to re-dye this because I don't know what colour it's trying to be. The red and the black have just blended together. But yeah, I thought I'd do like a little daily upload kind of thing, because I thought it'd be kind of fun. I can't remember exactly which number this is, but yeah, I'm going to a Christmas party later, hence why I've got the festive shirt on and I've got a little bit of makeup on, and I thought, when I knew that I was going to be obviously doing this party and doing the makeup, I was like, you know what, I can film a little tag. I can film a video while I'm nice and fancy. But yeah, so I am just gonna film. I'm gonna do the Christmas tag. I'm gonna link this down below, the questions that I have done. And yeah, so the first question is, what is my favourite Christmas movie? Slash movies. So one of my favourite Christmas movies is Klaus. It is a Netflix original, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but it's on Netflix and I recently completed my annual rewatch of it. It's a really beautifully animated movie and I really love it. I really enjoy it. And yeah, I love the Santa Paws movies, which they're just like full of nostalgia for me. I also really like both the Muppets and Mickey's Christmas Carol, which are basically retellings of the Christmas Carol, but in obviously with the Muppets and also with Mickey Mouse characters. Yeah. The second question is, do you open your presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning? So last year my mum did me and my brother Christmas Eve boxes for the first time. So we opened like a cup, like I'm guessing, and she's been asking about where my box is because I used it while I was moving. And so we open a couple on Christmas Eve in that box now. And we mostly do most of our Christmas present openings on Christmas morning. The past couple of years, well, not last year I don't think, but a couple of years before that, we were opening them, we had to wake up really early because basically my mum had work and she works in a nursing home, so we opened them before her shift started, so we had to be up at like 4:30 in the morning, because she's starting work at like 7 o'clock. So the third question is, do I have a favourite Christmas memory? I don't really know. I think obviously I have to say when I got surprised with a car on Christmas. That was obviously very incredible. But I think some of my favourite memories though, aside from that, like when I was a child, was when me and my brother would be walking home from school when we were both in the same school for a brief period, and my dad had put up our Christmas decorations and we used to have this inflatable Winnie the Pooh, and what my dad used to do is he used to set it on a timer so that it would inflate when all the kids were coming home from school, which I thought was really cute. And our house was always like a Santa's grotto, because of all the like gaudy lights and stuff, and I found it really cool. But yeah, the next question 4, is my favourite festive food. My favourite festive food has got to be pigs and blankets. I would eat pigs and blankets all year round, honestly. I love pigs and blankets. I think, what is my other favourite thing? What's my other favourite food? I love cranberry sauce. like, just, I know that's not specifically Christmas, but I always associate it with Christmas, is cranberry sauce. I also love gammon as well. I love a bit of a ham joint. The fifth question is the favourite Christmas gift. I mean, I kind of feel like I have to say my car, because that was a big surprise. My granddad had, like, I was getting suspicious because my dad was asking me about, like, car insurance quotes, and I was like, am I getting one? And then my granddad said, oh, you're getting it for your birthday. And I was like, okay. And I stupidly believed him, now looking back. But yeah, probably my car. And I think some of my first finals, I loved getting first finals all the time, even though they started off an addiction. Well, not an addiction. I collect vinyls in case it's not obvious by the number of vinyl collections that I have. I actually need to get my record player sorted because it's been playing up a bit. But I'm gonna try and, like, do like a self fix first before I, like, take it somewhere to get repaired. Yeah. Favorite Christmas scent. So question number 6 is favorite Christmas scent. My favorite Christmas scent is either, like, the pine or like, you know, from the candles, because my family, we've always had a fig tree. We've had the same fig tree, I think, since my first Christmas, so it's like 22 years old. I kind of prefer plastic trees, if I'm honest. I think that plastic trees are just more ergonomical if you get good quality ones. Like, I would rather spend, like, say £100 on a fake tree and be able to use it for, you know, 20 odd years, because then if you think about it, that's like nearly nothing a year. Maybe one day I'll get a fresh tree and we wouldn't have to burn, like, the pine scented candles. I also really love the smell of candy cane. I love mint, like sweet mint specifically. Question 7, do I have any Christmas Eve traditions? So, as I mentioned last year, my mum started doing Christmas Eve boxes. I normally have a nice, lovely bath the night before Christmas. I actually need to buy some bath bombs because I like to buy myself a little bath bomb for that night, because especially the past 3 years, in my first year of uni, no, it's past 3 years, we'll say past 3 years, obviously I did have a bath in my first year uni accommodation, but I didn't really like to use it, and I didn't really have time to use it, and then I've always just had a shower. I've not had my own bath, so I like to go home and have a bath before Christmas. Me and my brother used to always share the bed the night before Christmas, so we could wake up in the same bed. We stopped doing this a couple of years ago because obviously now I'm 22, my brother is 18, and he has a girlfriend, so, like, we stopped that tradition a couple of years ago, because also we'd always have, like, no sleep. Like, we both were, like, so excited, even though, like, we didn't believe in all of the Christmas magic. Even though we kind of stopped believing in Santa, we still would get, like, really excited to get all our presents and stuff, so yeah. So question number 8 is, what tops your tree? We've always had a star. We have, like, we've had the same star, and I think me and my brother used to take turns when we were little, and my dad could still pick us up, putting the star on top of the tree. Obviously, for the first couple of years of my life, I was the sole person who did that, because obviously my brother hadn't been born yet, and then, like, for the first year of his life, he wasn't exactly able to, you know, put a star on top of the tree. But yeah, so yeah, we have a star. Question number 9 is, as a kid, what was the one crazy, wild, extravagant gift that you always asked for but never received? I I don't know. I don't remember. I was always very cost aware as a child. I'm trying to think of I used to want the Barbie dream house, that big massive thing that was made for like the full size dolls. I remember wanting that so badly, but like I also never really asked for it, because by the time I like started kind of wanting it, I wasn't getting too old for dolls, like, because I still played with them, but I was getting too old in my head to ask for dolls for Christmas. So yeah, I'd say that Barbie dream house, where it was made for the full size dolls that were like 12 inches tall. It was big. But yeah, I can see why, because I think it was very expensive. It was expensive for the time, and it probably even is more. It would be it was like at least £100, and that wasn't, back when I was younger, that wasn't a feasible amount of money to spend on one gift. Like, my mother would rather have like us have more gifts that were worth like £100 total than one gift that was worth 100. But yeah, anyway, question 10, which is the final one, is what is the best part of Christmas for you? The best part about Christmas for me was always time with family, especially when I was younger, before me and my family moved to Blackpool. We were quite far away from our family, and so I'd only really see specifically my mum's parents around Christmas. And that's one of my favourite, is the family and time you spend with your friends. I also really love walking through to I used to love seeing all the Christmas decorations. I put my Christmas decorations quite early, as you probably saw from my vlogs, because I've been struggling with the dark weather. As I kind of discussed in another video that's coming out, I think it's coming out on Christmas Day. It's a bit of a downer, but I need to edit that still. I've recorded the audio for it, but I wanted to kind of be like a montage video. So I've recorded the audio for it. I just need to like edit that audio plus the plus like put in the clips and stuff. But this Christmas is gonna be a bit different this year. As I've kind of mentioned in some vlogs, and as you've probably noticed from a couple of the vlogs, when I've been at home, the one where I went home for a little bit during half term, I lost my nan, and we had to put Coco down this year. So this is the first Christmas. It's the first Christmas ever without my grandma, and it's the first Christmas without Coco in the 13 years we've had him. I remember vaguely Christmases without him. They're very, very vague, and ever since Christmas 2012 he's been there. And so yeah, I'd say family time, the lights, and also just generally speaking, people seem a lot more kinder. Not always. I work in customer service, or I work with the public, so I have experienced the really niceness of Christmas, and also how much Christmas can turn people into not very nice people. It's always fun getting blamed for apparently ruining Christmas because of someone else's lack of time management. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. I was going to say, if you want more videos like this, I have, as I said, I've been vlogging, and a lot more of my videos now are just going to be vlogs, just because I find that's what I'm enjoying doing. I will occasionally. I think I'll have 1 or 2 videos. I know I have at least, I think 2 videos that I will have where kind of immediately in the new year, I think, where there won't really be vlogs. There'll be, I know for definite there'll be one like this, where I'm sat down in front of a camera talking to you, but other than that, yeah, mostly going to be vlogs until about, probably till the summer. So if you like vlogs, please subscribe, and yeah, please leave me a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to see more of my face. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the next kind of 5 days of Vlogmas thing. Bye.